Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a very special reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's linked in the description box below. All right, so now let's see what these cards have to say. These ones just flew right out. We have the Six of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. Let me just move my camera just a bit. Okay. The Six of Cups, the Hermit, the Knight of Wands, Justice, the Eight of Cups, Angels and Spirit Guides, show me clearly, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, and then we have three for the end because this seems to be the way that this time period goes. So we have you showing up right here with the moon. You're represented by the moon in Major Arcana, Pisces. We have the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Okay, powerful time, not to lie. So what is this end of a 165-year cycle? This is Neptune going retrograde. On the 22nd of October, Neptune will go retrograde into Pisces. This will deeply affect you. Why? Neptune is your ruling planet. So being aware of that is super important. Neptune is the planet of imagination, spirituality, oneness, divine inspiration. That's your core essence, Pisces. To be in line with your core self is to be in line with creating, okay, and creation. So that's really important here. What you're also going to see is that Neptune has been in Pisces for quite some time, okay? This is the end of the 165-year cycle. And then it goes into Aries. So with this last connection between Neptune and Pisces, with this final retrograde, it has us dissolving the illusions that have kept us from our divine truth. And that is going to be profoundly felt by you, Pisces. Profoundly. More so than any other sign. You're taking your knowledge. You are taking what it is that you want, and you are moving forward. Now, at the end of this retrograde, right, which ends on December 10th, you are going to see that you're stepping into, as everybody else is, a new 14-year cycle, a new 165-year cycle, right? But the time in Aries, that connection with Aries, Neptune in Aries. Aries being the sign of selfhood, of courage, of initiation, brings that sense of my dreams get to come forward. And you're taking your knowledge, you're taking your wisdom, you're taking what you have learned, and you're being guided forward. You are hesitant, Pisces, because you have this sense of like, it's not enough, but it is. You're guided by your angels. You're being moved forward into the profound unknown, but you're being moved forward towards your dreams. Now, the challenge here, which is the challenge of this time, so it's quite apropos, is the vampiric energy of the past coming forward. Everyone, everything that has told you you couldn't, you wouldn't, and you shouldn't. A sense of being drained, of being overwhelmed, poor balance of energy as well, meaning that you can have your guard up, right? You can be very discerning with who you let, share your energy. And then it could be the sense of like, oh my gosh, everything is just drained, right? Everybody just takes and takes and takes because the discernment goes away, the boundaries go away, and it just becomes an overwhelm. With the Four of Pentacles, there is a sense here of the challenge of releasing the negative words of the past. Why? Because for you, Pisces, the mind, the emotion of it, okay, the unseen world, the thoughts, the mind, the emotions are as real as what is lived. So if you think about something, all right, and you imagine it, you have a vivid, beautiful imagination. And it's almost like, oh, okay, I did that. Or, oh, that happened. So when you imagine greatness, it's like, oh, okay, that greatness happened. And then it can be a bummer when you step back into the real world and you're like, oh, that didn't happen. Like, oh, okay. But when you imagine failing, it is like you have failed. And so your soul takes that hit. So here, be very aware of that. And you have to treat yourself kindly because of it. You have to treat yourself a bit more gently. You're not one of those rough and tumble, you can just kind of like brush it off type of people. You need to walk gently forward, healingly and compassionately. And it moves us then to the Six of Cups. The past comes through very powerfully, all right? But at the root is the most beautiful things from your past that you want to bring forward. It's kind of like being told you only have X amount of space. Take what is most valuable to you. And you're going to see that you're looking at your dreams, you're looking at your passion, you're looking at what you love. And you're connecting with the energy of safeness, of endless opportunity. And it's opening up doors to you in like this way of like, oh, but this is what I want. So your past is going to come forward. It's not in the sense of like nostalgia being overwhelming. It's a sense of like, but these were the beautiful things. And now I realize the value of these beautiful things and I move them forward as the treasures that they are. Now the energy that you're moving away from is the Hermit. It's a sense of like, I need to go inward. Now we are going inward now, most definitely. But you have gone through a time of a hermitage, right? You have gone through a time where it feels like you've been disconnected from the outside world. And that is okay. Everybody has to go through it, especially when we go through spiritual awakenings, especially when we have powerful lessons to learn and life is intense, which it has most definitely been. We go in. You're going to see that passion ignites you forward. You're going to see you're looking at things very differently than you have before. And there's a sense of ease, of flexibility of mind and spirit. Virgo energy is August 23rd to September 22nd. There's a sense of deeper insight, but there's also a sense of like, I've learned a lot. I always think of this Hermit, as the magician having lived. Magician is number 1. This is number 9. It's like, as we go through life, right? Everything does not become so pristine. It has worn edges around it, and that is beautiful. And it moves us then to the strength being the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is moving forward in passion and creativity. This is the energy that gets you out of bed in the morning. And the Knight of Wands is that passion guiding you forward, that fire, that tenacity. What you're looking at here is you're looking at the fears that have held you back. Things that might have been true, right? You might not have been any good at math. You might not have been any good at reading. You might not have been any good at sports. Like, okay, sure, all those things could be true, but it doesn't have to define who you are now. Could have broken up with the love of your life. That doesn't mean you're not worthy of love. With the Knight of Wands, it is passion, it is fire, it is tenacity that moves you forward. You're going to be very drawn to people who are passionate. We have to be very mindful here because, Pisces, it will be very easy for passion to turn to anger for some reason, because there's so much that we are going through, that we are dealing with, okay? And it can be frustration. It's like why isn't this here yet? Embrace your heart. Slow it down. Look at what it is that you really want and take the ego out of it. I know it's super hard. I mean, seriously, I completely understand, but take the ego out of it. What others think of you, none of your business. I'm trying to live by those words so hard right now. Move forward in what you love. Move forward with passion and tenacity because it brings you to justice. Now, justice is Libra energy. September 23rd, is it 23rd? Oh, what is it? It's September 23rd to October 22nd. October 22nd is the day that Neptune retrograde goes into Pisces. Justice, balance, cutting through doubts, fears, and negativities. Harmony coming into play. And so you're going to see that of yourself. Justice coming in. And learning how to be just and fair, not just to everybody else, but to yourself. And as that balance comes forward, the advice for this time is to walk away from what no longer fits. You're choosing you. You're going on your adventure. There's also here, now there's 2 sides to the 8 of Cups. It's also an ending as severe as a divorce, meaning that something has come to an end and it has been a painful lesson, or at least not enjoyable, right? And you're seeing yourself move forward towards more, towards a greater understanding of what it is that you want, able to leave certain things behind and say, you know what, no, that just isn't me. That's not what I want. And it brings us then to the Ace of Wands, and that's the environment. And the Ace of Wands is the environment of passion and tenacity, God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you this gift of light, of creativity, of insight, and you take it, right? You take it because you have the Knight of Wands right here. And so there's a sense of like, I can do this. I've got this. A sense of joy, a sense of expansion, a sense of deeper ideas, but also the sense of like, I want to have passion in my life. Beauty, creativity, insight. The passion of artists, the passion of the beauty of being alive. It doesn't mean you have to be an artist. It doesn't mean you have to quit your job and go run off and join the circus or whatever it is that people do. It means that you let yourself shine in the unique and brilliant way that is you, Pisces, without saying, oh, I have to fit in. I have to be just like this or just like that. Because what we're going to see is that the hope and the fear is around what we thought it would be. The Five of Cups, you have 3 cups that are spilt over, right? The wine, you can see here, has stained the earth red. It has gone into the earth, and now it's made mud. Nobody wants mud in their cups. Like, nobody. That's not cool. But we look at what hasn't happened. And there's hurt and there's pain. And turning around and seeing 2 of Cups, the healing, beautiful love that is a part of your life and a part of yourself. And there's a beauty that's moving you forward, where you're changing your mind, you're changing your whole entire life. Now, the fear is that we'll never be able to do this. We will always be haunted by things that fell apart. And I mean, that's one way of living, but it also consumes. It's also, it's a way of being alive. Is it truly living your life? Turn around. See the 2 of Cups, the healing, beautiful love, the joy, the beauty, the connection, because you're embracing the moon here. The moon is you, but it's also the Pisces energy that we're going into, that Neptune is going into, where it feels at home, it feels comfortable. It's looking at what you desire in your life, and it's setting yourself free. You don't need to see it all. You can't see everything at night. The moon only illuminates so much. And it's opening up your eyes and it's opening up your mind to what it is that you want, what it is that you're looking for. It's a sense of wonderment. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is going after. This is also air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's going after what you desire. It's cutting through doubts and fears. And it's saying, this is where I stand. And this is what I want. I'm cutting through, the dragons that have terrified me. I'm cutting through the poison that has overwhelmed me, and I'm ascending to where I want to be. And with the 10 of Wands, you're putting down the burdens that are just too much, or that you've carried for too long. It's like, why am I carrying this? Why aren't I going after the joy of what I want for my life and my existence? And also, you're carrying things like, because of special, right? Oh, I'll have this as special. I'll do this when everything is perfect. It's not perfect. It'll never be perfect. Let it be right now. Go after what you want now and let yourself shine. You've completed a cycle. It's around passion. It's around tenacity. And you're seeing things a lot more clearly. But there's also a fear of like, what if I muck it up? But like Pisces, like one thing of being human that is absolutely certain, you will muck it up. But what if you also wind up not mucking it up as bad as you think you are? What if you wind up succeeding? And what if beautiful things come out of a beautiful mess? It moves us then to Spirit's message, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is serenity, embracing peace, embracing harmony. There's too much craziness. You need to slow it down, which is going to be the exact opposite of what you want to do. You want to speed it up. But it's like too much strain on your nervous system. You're going too fast already. Slow it down. Slow it down and connect. Meditation would be highly beneficial. Like yoga, going for walks, listening to the birds sing type of thing, not having anything in your ears. Well, of course, listen to me. listen to this channel. But all jokes aside, like letting yourself just connect to the earth is going to be really important. It moves us then to the chakra energy, angels and spirit guides. Show them clearly. guide this reading. This is abundance. This is the root chakra. At the root of you is abundance, wealth, prosperity, and success. Let that shine forward. It might not be like everybody else's abundance. It might not be in the suits and the ties and the power suits and power dressing that other people do, in that sense of like, you have to look at me. I'm so important. It might be a lot more gentle. You're here. It's most likely a lot more gentle, a lot calmer, a lot more connected. And abundance comes in so many different forms, but it starts with that spark of connecting with why you're here, which so many people live a life and never do. It moves us to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. The moon. Be mindful that you can be your own worst enemy, Pisces. And be mindful that fear can override so much. So just be aware of that. And when the thoughts start coming in your head and it's like, oh, I can't do this, I'm not good enough. It's like, no, I've got this. I've got this. I am a warrior. I have been through so much and I still stand tall. It moves us then to the subconscious spirit message, which is angelic. Your angels are right there with you. Subconscious chakra message is personal power. Listen to your gut. This is the solar plexus chakra. Listen to your gut. Listen to your intuition. Your personal power is coming through. It's not the power of force. Be mindful about that. It's the power of love, and it's the power of healing. It's the power of a slower, more connected you. It brings us then to be mindful of the Lord. That's the anger that comes through, right? The Lord is Aries energy. Aries is ruled by Mars. It is like that anger, that fierceness, that power. It can be somebody being a bully to you, and then because that is hurt and somehow been internalized, it's like then the bullying energy comes out. That can be one way. Not saying that you're a bully, but just be mindful about that. Okay? With the Lord as well, there is the sense of what is it that you want to create, but what is it that you are running away from? Excuse me, the person who was overbearing. I see this as a person who was overbearing and made you doubt your worth, because that person gave you a lot of fear. And that's what you are severing your ties with during this time. You're taking the sword and you are cutting through it. And you are saying, no, your voice does not get to be in my head anymore. And it brings you then to the Four of Cups. It brings you then to kind of taking a different path than what you imagined. You turn around and you see a blessing moving you forward, and you see an insight guiding you. You thought it was going to go one way and you're so very set on it. Don't be so stubborn that you do not change, that you do not flow like the water on a new route, in a new way, letting the tides kind of carry you forward. It's going to be beautiful that way. And because you're on a most magnificent adventure. Have a plan? Yes, most definitely. Like a sketch, a rough outline. But it's not set in stone. So do not be too rigid with yourself, Pisces. It never works out well when you are, okay? I love you all. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. Have a blessed life, always. Bye.